I absolutely hate online multiplayer. So I've opted to spend most of my gaming life in single-player, narrative-first experiences, which is why when I tell you that my favorite game of the year is an online PvPvE extraction shooter, I really need you to understand how big of a deal that truly is.
Don't shoot!
Arc Raiders, in my opinion, isn't just one of the best games of the year, I think it's one of the best design games of this generation. Every match feels unpredictable. Friends and enemies form in seconds, loot is shared or stolen, the world feels dangerously alive and absolutely breathtaking to traverse. The mechanics are precise, the Arc enemies are terrifyingly smart, and the soundscape immerses you unlike anything I've ever experienced in an online game, and honestly in a single-player game as well. The second you load in, the world starts reshaping your plans immediately. It's player-driven, emergent gameplay at its finest. Trust, betrayal, tension, reward, cooperation, conflict. Oftentimes all in one single raid. Arc Raiders is honestly unlike anything I've ever played, and in this video I want to break down some of the absolutely brilliant design choices that turned multiplayer from something I fundamentally dislike into something more human, something I could connect with and, rather surprisingly, actually care about. This is the genius of Arc Raiders. Now, the player count on Steam for Arc Raiders is absolutely insane at the moment, but what's even more insane is that 98% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Wow, what a segue. If you like deep dives into games you love, subscribing really helps me keep investigating more of them. But with that being said, let's get back to Arc Raiders. So quickly, what is Arc Raiders? Well, it's an extraction shooter where you take on the role of a raider, these brave souls that leave the safety of Speranza, their underground home, and go to the surface that's overrun by the Ark, these highly intelligent and hostile robotic threats. Now your goal is simple: grab loot, finish objectives, and escape before the timer hits 0 or another player or Ark takes you out. And if you die, you lose everything you've collected. It's high risk and high reward, and this game thrives on that chaos. You often load into a raid with a goal in mind. Maybe you're collecting items for a workbench upgrade. Maybe you're hunting parts to craft a specific weapon. Whatever it is, your intention is usually clear before the raid even begins. But from the moment your boots hit the ground, the game's dynamism takes control. And that begins with one of the best aspects of this game: your fellow raiders.
Don't shoot!
There is a strange realism to how people behave in this game. In a world overrun by killer machines, humans would probably lean on each other more than they'd betray one another. And thanks to proximity chat, that's exactly what happens.
I was really excited about Battlefield 6.
Oh yeah, dude, me too. Did you play it?
Well, I played Battlefield 6 a lot, and then I haven't played it since it came out.
Yeah, same. More often than not, players will call out, help each other, trade loot, or just share a moment before going their separate ways.
Here, I have a sniper for you.
Thank you. This has got to be the nicest community of players I've ever stumbled into.
Hey, don't shoot!
I will not shoot.
I won't shoot either. No worries. In one match, I met this absolute legend who took the time to teach me a wall hack that required 2 players to accomplish. I needed to trust him, and he needed to trust me.
So, your job will be, you run up to me and then you just jump like this.
Okay.
And I will just stand in this corner and you just run up to me and jump.
Okay, run up to you and jump. Got it. No, no ways. Dude.
And there you go. Come in, mate.
How did you even figure that out?
I saw it on YouTube, mate, just yesterday, so I'm trying to use it as much as I can before it's getting paid.
Now, I don't know who discovered this first, but that is the charm of Arc Raiders. These improvised micro moments where someone teaches you a cheat, need your help to do it, and trust you enough to share the high tier loot inside. Eventually, in the span of 20 minutes, you become allies, share a whole story together and greet each other at the exfil, probably never to see each other ever again. Alright, cheers man.
Alright, see ya mate!
What a legend, man. When players can talk freely and the mechanics actually reward cooperation, small stories emerge naturally, and as a result, no raid can ever feel the same, like meeting a random raider that has never played the game before.
I really don't know how to play this game, so still trying to figure it out.
Oh, you want to stick with me for the match?
Thanks.
Then spending the entire raid together teaching him the mechanics, talking about his life in Sweden and where he thinks would be worth visiting if we ever happen to go there.
Where are you from, buddy?
Oh, actually stay in South Africa. And yourself?
Oh, nice. Sweden.
Really?
Yeah.
We actually want to go there next year.
I hope you enjoy it here. It's a bit cold.
It's this weirdly human moment in the middle of a war zone that makes me feel a part of something bigger. In the same raid, we actually ended up helping other raiders with the Leaper, and all 5 of us ended up exfilling together, all culminating in a random 6th raider joining in the last second, completely surprised by how many raiders were sharing an exfil together. It was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, you too, bro. Thanks a lot for the tutorial. I will remember you, bro.
Wow, so many people.
It was hilarious and beautiful and was completely player driven. Arc Raiders doesn't script these moments, it just sets the conditions that make them possible.
You friendly?
Yeah, I'm friendly. Now sometimes with any extraction shooter, these stories do sometimes involve betrayal. Sometimes someone will camp at the exfil like a rat and ruin your perfect run. Aw, really? Really, that's what we're doing now? Camping exfils? Dang, dude. Such a loser, man. What the Betrayal happened to me countless times, begging for my life knowing I had so much valuable loot on me and desperately trying to convince the other raider to change their mind. Okay, listen. We can be friends.
But I can't, man. I kill you.
No, it's fine. I'll forgive you.
No.
Please. Please, dude, please.
No.
Please. Please. But it is all part of the fun. The tension of never really knowing a person's true intentions. But what's genuinely surprising is how often people actually choose not to betray you in this game. The design nudges people towards kindness in a way that really doesn't feel forced. Oh, someone's shooting. Dude, I'll help you. You can revive down players if you have a defibrillator, you can hand them bandages, you can share loot. Your survival, especially when outnumbered by Arc, is often tied directly to someone else's decision to trust you. Now I don't know if it's this game's overarching story that perhaps has something to do with this, humans banding together against machines at a time when AI feels like a real threat to many people's livelihoods, but something about its message clearly strikes a deep chord with the community. The way players naturally unite to fight the Arc first feels strangely poetic, almost beautiful in how human it is. I mean, even the main hub captures that feeling. When you're in the menu preparing for your next raid, you often hear raiders walking around, announcements calling out repairs, traders interacting with each other. The world feels built around the idea of community, patched together by people who need one another to survive. Even the first big player community event to unlock the new Stellamontes map involved all the raiders across the globe working together, donating their loot to a shared pot to help progress a bar. Now, despite the friendliness of most people in this community, PvP does still remain a part of the game, which I don't have a problem with. If you want to fight, let's fight. A fair gunfight is definitely part of this game's thrill. What I personally can't stand is this tiny group of players who weaponize trust. The ones who throw up, "Hey, don't shoot" emotes, act friendly for 10 seconds, and then stab you in the back the moment you look away. That isn't PvP or skillful. That's just dishonesty. It's abusing a trust system that most members of the community genuinely respect, just to score a cheap kill and steal someone's loot. When a gunfight starts for real, I am not afraid to pull the trigger. Now, I'm usually not the first person to shoot, but if you open the door, I will walk through it. I will shoot. I will fight back. But backstabbing someone who offered peace, that breaks the unspoken social contract that makes Arc Raiders so special in the first place, besides this minor subset of losers on the game. For the most part, the community is really great. I've met a couple of absolute legends on the surface and had some great PvP fights. It's on your left. Got one.
Nice.
It's really addictive, the loop this game presents. It's dopamine, but not cheap dopamine. My brain doesn't turn off while playing like browsing social media. I'm never just going through the motions. I am always alert, always focused, and always working towards something. Always encountering new players, always wondering, will they betray me or will they work with me?
Would you like to help me? I'm hunting on the big boys. If you want to go with me, you can share some loot.
Yeah, let's do it. The role playing here is endless too. Will you be a thief, a friend, a silent protector of the innocent? You get to decide what type of raider you want to be, and once those player-driven moments set the stage, the Ark storm in to flip everything upside down. The Ark enemies are unlike any AI I've ever encountered in a video game. They really aren't predictable. They actively block your progress, adapt to the environment in ways that feel genuinely unsettling, and respond to what you're doing in real time. Hiding in a barrel doesn't help much when the Ark can just fly down to your level or jump to where you're shooting from. Every encounter with an Ark feels alive and threatening, almost human in how they think. The number of times that these things have completely outsmarted me is ridiculous. Even the weaker Ark, like the wasps, become a massive threat when they swarm you. Managing them in large numbers is incredibly difficult, and that tension only really ever goes away when you extract. And then there are the larger Arks. These towering machines that make you feel as tiny as an ant. Those are the moments when you understand why humanity retreated underground, but also moments that I believe are absolutely genre defining. They are so well designed, making every encounter feel like a genuine larger than life epic battle. Then layer in shifting weather, a soundscape that will blow your mind, and add other raiders, real players like yourself, showing up at the exact wrong or right moment to throw your plans into even further chaos, and suddenly, a safe extraction just stops being a certainty. Getting distracted and then realizing you only have a few minutes left to extract, with a massive Ark blocking your way and enemy players right behind you, that's when the stakes rise, your heart rate spikes, and all you care about is getting back safely with your loot to Speranza. As a primarily single-player gamer, I'm used to games eventually settling into a predictable rhythm. The early hours often feel fresh because you're learning the systems, but eventually the cracks begin to show. The AI becomes a set of routines you can manipulate. Combat encounters turn into puzzles you've solved 100 times. The gameplay loop often stops evolving, and the only thing that's left that feels fresh is often the narrative. And that is the nature of single-player games, and that lack of true gameplay dynamism is usually a sacrifice I'm willing to accept for a strong story and a beautiful world. Ark Raiders literally never lets that predictability set in. Not once in my 30 hours with this game have I played a match that played out exactly like another. Every run feels unique, like its own story, like its own adventure. And that isn't accidental. The intelligence of the Ark enemies ensures every encounter feels different from the last, and the presence of real players gives this world an intensity that you just can't script. Together, those two factors make the surface feel truly alive in a way most games can only dream of. And underneath all that, the game just feels incredible to play. When I say feels incredible, I mean in the sense that you forget you're playing. Not because it's easy, there is definitely a learning curve here, but once the controls click and everything flows, parkouring, looting, healing, deciding when to shoot and when not to, it all becomes instinctive. The guns all feel fantastic to use. The way the world broadcasts a downed player by shooting a flare up in the air is such a smart design choice. And the world is just breathtakingly beautiful to traverse. Look at this view, look at these vistas. Wow. It's a game that feels incredible to just be in, and plays unlike anything I've ever experienced. I came into Ark Raiders as someone who genuinely dislikes online multiplayer. I'm leaving it as someone who sees what the genre, extraction shooters specifically, can still be when it's built with intention, intelligence, and soul. And that, more than its systems, its spectacle, or its beautifully terrifying Ark enemies, is why this game is something special. I found genuine tension that wasn't artificial, I found connection with other players that wasn't manufactured, and chaos that felt genuinely real. And honestly, I think Arc Raiders is just genius. If you found some form of enjoyment from this video, consider leaving a like, as it really does help me, and subscribe if you'd enjoy a channel that, simply put, investigates some of your favorite games. And I'll see you in the next investigation. Thank you for watching.